Hello. So, this one's a bit weird. For those who don't know, I've been doing these kind of vlogs to kind of clear my head. And some people may go, well, why are you doing this? You seem to be very numbers-based. You seem to be very facts-based. Why are you doing something essentially just to get people to laugh or, have fun? And I could ramble and go on, but something happened on my last stream. And I don't even know if this person was telling the truth. I mean, no one really does. But there was nothing there for me to think it was a lie. So, I'm going through, and it's an art stream, and I have like a little docket in the corner of stuff I need to get to, and I'm going through, and this kid comes in. Now, I mean, he makes comments. I don't know what to talk about. He goes, I think he was talking about traps or something. Like, if you were a trap god, what would you be called? And I said, Snatch Steal. And it got people to laugh. Now, I don't know what they meant by it, but I've played enough card games that a trap card was a thing, and Snatch Steal was a trap card, so, yeah. This kid starts opening up about how he's very depressed, he's not having a good time, and I go, oh, what's wrong? Well, let me see if I can hammer something out here. What can I do for you? He goes, well, I mean, I'm just not good at anything. Everyone's better than me. I'm trying to do well in this game and it's just not working. I'm like, well, okay. Well, why you want to give up, or do you want to actually do this? He's like, well, I want to do this. Okay, I can tell you how to do this. That's easy. You have to do it. That's the difficult part. He's like, well, I can do it. It's like, okay, well, then it should be easy. All you got to do is grow from a base, learn more after that, and practice. This kid's like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. If that was so easy, I would have done it. It's like, one thing I find is the easiest things in theory is usually the hardest in application. And goes, well, what do you mean? And I go over how you can be observant and how you need to learn from people who are obviously better, and once you dissect their play, because this person just wanted to be good at a game. And I go, really, it's all about execution and knowledge. If you can hammer those out, you've got it made. And this person's like, well, I mean, I don't understand. It's like, anything can be done with execution and knowledge. The question is, and he just kind of goes, well, I mean, I've gone through the tutorials. I mean, I've done that very well. I've gone through the computer players. Yes, but you're playing against human players, and everyone probably uses those tools. And if everyone uses those tools, it's common. You need to go above that. Find the best players. Look them up. Dissect their play. As soon as you can dissect their play and you can tell me why they're doing it, you could probably add it to your own manual. Once you start doing it, you're going to start seeing yourself getting better. Then you just got to figure out how to apply everything. Once you apply it, you'll get better and better. You'll learn a couple new things along the way, and there you go. It's going to take time, but you can do it. Well, I mean, how can you be observant? I was never born... I can't be observant. I wasn't born with that ability. No one... You don't get to be observant off the bat. You have to learn it. It's one of those things you must learn. It's not a talent. It's a skill. Yeah, well, I mean, do you know anything about fighting games? Yeah, I've been in fights. I've been in fighting game tournaments. I've been around. So, we talk, and this person just is very depressed. This person is, if it is that young, just doesn't seem like they have a whole lot of people they can talk to. because a lot of it was very basic questions, like how do I do this, how do I do that, and it wasn't like they were trying to troll. It just seemed like they did not know, and that's fine because in kitchens you have to kind of teach people things they don't know, and I've gotten to a point where if you make mistakes the first time, I'm probably not going to care too much. I'm gonna get you for it. I'm gonna go, hey, you made a mistake, but I'm gonna show you what the mistake was, how to fix it, and how not to do it again. The second time, if you make a mistake, okay, I'm gonna get a little angry, and the third time, okay, you're not listening. It's very simple. Most times, people will forget something. If I've had one person, I had to teach a blind kid. I say kid, but he was about 2 years younger than me. I had to teach a blind guy how to make soufflés. And this was for slow food, so I have to kind of do it, and it's like, okay. And we're making chocolate soufflés. Now, we had to go slower than everybody else because he had to learn the feel of it. He had to learn how it shakes, how things move. Once he did that, though, he could do it 1,000 times. And we put the first batch in. First batch came out perfect. So, and I find people have this thing about mistakes, about wasting time. I don't like wasting time, but I have a different thing about what wasting time is. And just getting into this conversation made me kind of think, there's a lot of people who try to front, saying they know something. I don't. I'm an idiot about such subjects sometimes. That's fine. I've made my peace with it. I'm not going to know everything, but I'm going to try and learn. And having this conversation with this kid, and we go through, and it's like, okay, how do I do this? Well, you do it like this. Okay, how do I learn like this? Okay, you have to go through this process. Okay, how do I get this process down? You go to this book. You go to that process. You go to this process. This is someone who never, he's like, well, how do I learn from someone? Very simple. You look at it and you ask yourself why they're doing it. But I want to be the best. How is this going to help? Because if you can do that, if you can look at the person at the top of their game, at the top of the heap, dissect their play and go, okay, I know why you're doing that. You know how to counter it. You know how to work with it. You know how to move around. You may not know that for every character, but you're getting used to it. And your quality of play will probably grow. This is, like, well, how do you know this? Because I've beaten three chess grandmasters. Now, mind you, I am not one. I beat one when I was in 4th grade. I beat one when I was in 8th grade. And I beat one when I was cooking on the mountain. So, throughout my life, I've gotten victories. And we had a little chess tournament on the mountain. And someone had they had a grandmaster's rank, and we were just kind of laughing because I got a victory, but we were talking about how I played. It's like, and he's just ripping me apart, and viably, it's like that would have never worked 99 out of 100 times, and I'm just kind of sitting there across the board going, it worked once. That's all I need. And he just started laughing, like, yeah, it did. It was something that people were shocked because they thought he was going to win the whole tournament, and we had a fair amount of money on it, but it was one of those things that was just really fun. I've gotten to be a bit of some people say a spoiler in tournaments. I'm not going to win a whole lot of times, but I have no problem taking down tournament champions. So, the term is a spoiler. I think if you're a wrestling fan, Yano Toru. For those who don't know, he's a wrestler, usually booked that he will never win the heavyweight title, but in tournaments he just has some reason. He cheats, he lies, he does everything he can to get a victory. And he's beaten some world heavyweight champions while never holding the belt himself. So, but yeah, just this whole conversation, he goes, you know what, I'm going to give this a try. Okay, come back, tell me how you've grown from it. Okay, thanks. And it kind of made me wonder. Because it made me think, some people don't understand just how these videos, how these streams can affect people. They don't know, and many times people won't know unless they have a massive fan base. And it just got me to thinking, you know, I'm not the nicest guy, I don't understand that. I'm spiteful, I'm angry, I swear, and I drink. And part of me wondered, it's like, are you really the person that should be doing this? And another part of me goes, you know, there isn't really a rule saying I can't, so why shouldn't I? There's all these people in the world, and as time went on, that little part of my brain goes, you know, people like to, you know, find something, they find, I'm saying this horribly, they want to relate. And there's all these good people in the world, and I'm sure that's nice and wonderful. I am not a nice guy. I've made my peace with this. And that's fine, because that doesn't mean I can't do nice things. And learning how sometimes these things can affect people makes me to be a little bit more aware. I mean, it's just one person. Some people may go, oh, well, you only have 27 followers on Twitch. You only have 47 followers on YouTube. You only got 44 or 43 on VidMe. That's peasantry. Yeah, by other people's numbers it is. I'm not going to lie. However, one person, just one, may continue writing from my fanfiction readings. Just a single one. Someone may want to be a YouTuber or a VidMe content creator, and they go, I'm handicapped, I can't do it. I can only feel 6 of my fingers. I have nerve damage everywhere. I fall over and I tip, and just, if I can do it, they can. Because they probably want to do it more. And that's fine. But I get them to just open that door of thought, just a crack, just a little bit, just maybe. Just maybe. Of course, there's always going to be negative effects. Anyone who says that something only commits positive effects, it's a lie. But really all you can do is trying to grow the positives while trying to keep the negatives down. And that's what I'm going to hope to do. But yeah, it made me really wonder. I mean, it makes me think that I'm on the right track. But it definitely kind of flipped a switch, like, I need to be aware of that. So, yeah, that was this. So, ta-ta for now.